Okay. Go ahead, but let us know when you're
You know,
ready.
I was thinking the other day, I was reading about how much stuff when we go through life do you carry?
Yeah.
And it was talking about the people going out west in wagon trains. They're going out and settle the West. You go out and claim your 200, 500 acres that government was giving away in Oklahoma and Texas and all this. And so I was reading the other day, I'll get into it more at another time. So now we got a wagon train, and they're going to give, whether Iowa, Oklahoma, Texas, wherever, if you go out there, we're going to give you 500 acres. Wow, good deal. So a lot of these people that got a wagon train sold everything out, and they put everything on a wagon train. But what do you put on the wagon to go? So what do you put on the wagon? What are you going to take with you? Your 500 pairs of shoes? You know, that big old clothes closet in there. Anyway, I'm going to write it. I'm going to write it. I'll give it to you later on. But it told what you could take. This is what you, to go out west, get on a wagon train. It was like 500 pounds of flour, 100 pounds of lard, and then talk about 100 pounds of sugar. This is what you took with you. You took some corn seeds or seeds to plant. So this is what you take into the future. It gets off into the story about the rich man. I'm going to build bigger barns. But these bigger barns ain't going to get you into heaven. So this applies spiritually on your trip out west in your wagon train. You got to have all the, you got to have 500 pounds of flour. You got to eat, you know, 100 pounds of sugar.
Wow.
And I think it was 50 pounds of coffee. You all got a coffee.
Yeah.
But it had all this bacon. How many pounds? Take, you know, 100 pounds of bacon. There's this basics to get you through, but all that was just to eat and seed. But you couldn't put all your furniture in there, your sofa. I always think of that was the first RVs, you know. You ever look at a wagon? I mean, they were like 4 feet, and with a mattress. You know, that was it. But then all the stuff, all the flour, it was flour, bacon, sugar, coffee. So this is just to feed you on the way, but you couldn't take all your stuff. Oh, I gotta take I love my lamp, you know, and I gotta take that, and I gotta take all them little vases. No, you didn't take none of that stuff because the train, you couldn't hold it on there. So on the way to your new home, you took your basics, the flour, the sugar, the bacon. Oh, gotta have coffee. I love that. You gotta throw 50 pounds of coffee in there, right? Did gotta keep it going. But it was the basics. And then you had to take a bag of seed. That wasn't, I'm getting off another story here. You had to take seed because once you arrived at your 500 acres, and there you have lot 482 over there. That's your 400 acres. And but then you had to take a bag of seed, because you can go there and say, well, here we are, now what? No, you got to plant seed so it'll grow and eat, you know. So that's pretty interesting story. I'm going to throw off a side here. So my daughter lives in Caldwell, Texas, out in Nadaland. And it was all black at one time. It was a black area. And it was after the Civil War, so they were giving away land grants. Now listen to this. Giving land grants to black slaves, now they're free. So they had an area of Texas, I don't want to use the word ghetto, but the black area. We'll give them this land, okay? Crazy, and that's in Caldwell, Texas. It's about 2 hours north west of Austin. So Dallas is up here, Austin, Texas is here, and down here is Houston. So it's kind of a nada land. So we'll give the blacks a nada land. But you know the crazy thing, boy, God flips people around.
God's so good.
Oh, he goes good. But guess where all the oil was? They're rich blacks now. The oil well's still pumping, man, from, you know, back in the 1890s and 1900s. Past 100 years, it made them rich.
Yes.
So it's amazing, you know. Oh, we want the fertile soil. And after my daughter bought her 60 acres, and you go out there, it's half rock. I mean, you dig down, boom, it's rock. You can't grow on rock, you know. So my daughter's house is up on this big old rocky hill, you know, but under it is just oil everywhere, you know. And then the only place that you could grow, you'd have to have your 40 acres with just rock. And there's even coal mines out there. I didn't know that.
Wow.
So my daughter's up here, but the only way you can plant it is way down here in the valley where there's some soil.
Right.
But it's really, as far as value, it's not a land. It's just rock. And I had some rocks around here where it's soil, but it's full of minerals. But all the rich people, all the black people got rich to become millionaires because of the oil. So, it's an interesting subject, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm getting ready. I'm just winding up.
That's good stuff.
Uh-huh.
Really, that's a good message right there.
It is, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
You know, so what might look bad is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, really bad.
And
you
then
know?
they sold my daughter the land and they gave them the mineral rights. You don't give mineral rights out there. They
That's
keep the
another
mineral
story.
rights. They gave her the mineral rights, and her land is so loaded with oil.
Wow.
Just say God's an upside down God, right? There, ups, down, downs, up,
Yeah.
left, right, right's left.
Yeah.
Yeah. My daughter's property, they haven't sold the oil on it yet, but they're like the Beverly Hillbillies, you know. You know, the dogs go out and
Oh my
play
gosh, I
out in
love
the
it.
fields and come back covered in oil. You know,
Wow.
they
That's
do.
Wow.
You know, but all around my daughter's property, oil wells everywhere. And I said, you know, you got to make sure, daughter,
Yeah.
they don't have them oil wells over here when they run them down and run the pipe over to your place
Yeah.
underneath.
Right.
You know, and there's all kinds of prophecies from that.
Yeah.
But see, right now, oil it's $20 a barrel,
Yeah, it's
$20
cheap
a
right now.
barrel. You know, it used to be $50. They say you got to get $30 a barrel to even make a profit.
Right.
So now's not the time. And she went to buy a goat at some guy's house one day, and just buy a goat. She said, "I have a word for you."
God says it's not time to sell that property yet. The oil will be taken care of, but it's going to be worth a lot more money.
Later.
Wait on him.
That could be next year.
Wow.
She didn't know my daughter from Adam.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Incredible.
It's like my
Wait, they told your daughter that?
yeah,
Jana.
Wow.
buying a goat.
She bought a goat. She bought two little goats, little baby goats off
Yeah.
Craigslist. And she went there, and when she left, she gave this woman a Jesus rock.
Yeah.
God says that it's not time to sell that oil yet. Don't you worry about it. When it's God's time, it's going to be worth a lot more.
Wow.
That's all she said to her, and she didn't know my
She
daughter.
didn't know
Yeah.
from
No, it's
nothing.
coming.
Wow.
Yeah, next 5-10 years.
Yes.
Probably not even that long.
Who knows?
Maybe next year.
You know?
A couple years.
Kids are
Yeah, it's all low now. When this
Yeah.
thing goes away, the stock market's gonna shoot up. Gas is gonna shoot
It
up.
is.
Oil's gonna everything's gonna
There's-
shoot up.
they keep
and
saying-
all the people that were
Yes.
rich already, that put all their money into it, it's gonna get even double rich.
That's right. It's all low, low,
You know,
low.
everything's
But
low
the
right
poor
now.
people, when it's low, they ain't got no money, you know. But the rich people sold off up here. There's trillions and trillions of dollars that are laying in the banks, just waiting and waiting for the bottom. Just read about this guy the other day. He says, I don't think it's bottom yet, but it is such a steal deal. I'm just buying a little bit, buying a little bit, buying a little bit.
I don't get it.
I don't either.
Steel, how much is steel right now? Steel's probably cheap. So that's-
Everything's cheap.
yeah, that's,
Just like a guy just put on the internet, like, why isn't my car insurance going down? I don't go nowhere. You know, why don't they cut it?
Yeah.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh wait, for our lesson now?
pardon?
For a lesson now.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Ready?
You're
Yeah.